Yeah. Yeah. No, Richard Carrier, there's actually a few people who I have a lot of respect for in regards to their scholarship. There's a double PhD scholar, um, Bob Price, Dr. Robert Price. He's a double PhD candidate, and he actually has also adopted the mythicist position. So there's a number of actually very intelligent people that have taken the mythicist position. And my understanding is that theory, while Richard Carrier and others were vilified when they first suggested there might not be a historical Jesus, more and more people are starting to not only accept this hypothesis, but they're also starting to look into what's called Paul mythicism, that maybe even Paul didn't exist as a historical figure, So they're starting to open up the possibilities of, because that information that was basically put forth by the church has been controlled by the church and enforced by the church. And we know that the church represents a massive organization that has a tremendous amount of influence and control over the scholarship, as well as many other issues, politics, and so on and so forth. And so when they say mainstream or the majority of scholars think that Jesus existed, well, the majority of scholars have signed a document. It's called a statement of faith. And I attended a Bible college myself at one point because I was very fascinated by religion. I've never been a religious person, but I've studied much in college. I studied history, ancient history, and world religions, and was able to then audit classes at a Bible college. The reason I had to audit the classes, and for those of you who don't go to college or don't know, auditing a class means you pay extra money. You don't get credit hours and you don't work towards a degree, but you can attend the class and you get the coursework and stuff, so you could get the information. The reason I had to audit the classes at a Bible seminary is because I would not sign a statement of faith because I was not a religious person.
Maybe you could explain better, because in Brazil, I don't think that you have this. You have this. I know that the American system is different. So you basically could attend a lesson without have a degree. So basically,
You, yeah.
you do those every course, and later you can somehow use that during the university.
So with the auditing process, what that means is that you can attend a class and you can pay extra money, but you do not get credit hours. You're not getting any credit towards any type of a degree. So it's great if you have a hobby or a passion for learning a type of information and you just want the information. You don't want to register as a student with the campus and things of this nature, go through whatever their system is. Then you can just pay an extra amount of money just to take one specific class. When it comes to, and not all colleges, not every college may not even allow people to do this. Most secular colleges, undergraduate schools would allow a person to do this. But when it comes to a Bible college, not all Bible college will even allow people to do this. But I have found two on the West Coast, one in California, one in Oregon, that allowed me to do this. So I took a handful of classes, about 6 different classes I took down in California and a couple more up in Oregon. And so learning things about like Marcion or how the New Testament was composed, a class on Luke. I took a class on the origins of atheism and agnosticism, different things like this.